Hi Pisces, and welcome to your mid-March Lenormand reading. My name is Julia Aurelia, and today we're going to have a look into every area of life with the Grand Tableau, the large spread with the Lenormand, where we are going to lay out all 36 cards. So let's start with your reading. This is a reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus sign. Welcome also to all the cross watchers. And we're going to look into business, finances, love, relationship, and everything else that is going to be important for the upcoming months, mid-March until mid-April. Pisces, what are the energies for Pisces? Communication is the key here. So a lot of communication coming in, connected to a relationship, a partnership, could be a friendship, but for most of you, this is about love. I do see an improvement connected to a relationship in your life, possibly through some sort of communication. Let's dive deeper once all of the cards are on the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 und 8. Okay, right. So we're gonna look at the ring for relationships. Obviously, this is the card for love, for everything that is dear to your heart, and for your passion. So it doesn't always talk about romantic love in that sense. It can also talk about what you burn for. Okay. I do feel like there are some sort of challenges connected to this relationship, maybe because something is very complicated or delayed, some sort of conflict with another woman, which could be a mother, a friend, a sister, a rival. It could be a conflict. If it's not connected to another woman, it might simply mean that there's some sort of conflict connected to something that is being delayed. So therefore, something is challenging connected to a relationship because there are delays that bringing up a conflict here. Maybe something is therefore ongoing. Delays can obviously mean that like a certain state, how do you say, that something is ongoing in some shape or form, or there could be a reoccurring conflict connected to something that seems to be a little bit complicated here and is putting the relationship under some sort of pressure. Like I said, I do see there is communication now that is going to improve the relationship. There's some sort of beautiful surprise. So let's see what else. Okay, cool. So let me just quick have a look. So this is your energy. No matter of your gender, you are the lady, because I always need to decide what card in the deck is you, because you can see cards and therefore themes around you. So you as a Pisces are this lady here. You're very focused on work, I feel like. But we're gonna come into work in a second, because what I want to start with is actually everything that we saw here and already started talking about. So there's a long-term relationship here. There is growth within a relationship, and I do see the other person is connected to this relationship. So this person, again, this card is just a placeholder for somebody in your life with whom you have a long-term relationship, a relationship that is growing. You might live together. There might be some sort of improvement connected to the family or your home life or your home situation. Something might become easier, but it has been quite a burden, and it also has been possibly a very karmic situation. I do see the other person, there is a burden. This person is carrying a burden. Something is emotionally a little bit heavy, possibly for you then as well, but it's also very much connected to the other person here. The person might be very private, very cozy. You might feel at home with this person. You might have a family or live together with the person. And the person might be very feely, very intuitive. There might be a lot of feelings connected to the other person. Especially, I do feel like the other person might be quite sensitive. So possibly a water sign, or somebody who's just very feely and emotional. For some of you, this could also talk, because the fish are basically two different things. They talk about our feelings, but also they talk about our finances. So there might be some financial situation that is connected to this person that is somehow important in the upcoming months. We're going to look into finances in a second. All right, so there is some sort of solution connected to something in the person's private life, possibly the home life, the family, but it has to do with some sort of decision. This decision might be an intuitive decision, or it might be connected to finances. And it is going to bring improvement, not only in your private life or your home life or your family life, but also in general into the relationship. The solution here is actually taking certain steps in the direction of a new chapter, into a new beginning. This new beginning seems to be very fated. It's connected to love or something that is very dear to your heart. Maybe this is a new person in your, although it's not a new person in that sense, but there might be a new beginning connected to this person here. So like I said, this is a relationship that is growing, and it's stable, and it's a long-term thing. So, I mean, depending, obviously it might be that this is quite a new person in your life, and but that this is still a very stable relationship. Okay, let's continue. What we see as well are those cards. So you can split the deck and you can mirror cards, which is what we're going to do here. And what we see is that this relationship is going to be successful. You're moving into happiness, moving into success. This person is in the best placement of the whole spread. This is the placement of success. So something with this person is going to be successful. It's going to be very positive. It's going to be very happy. And this happiness reflects onto the relationship. This success reflects onto the relationship. It might be a very successful journey. Somebody here might take a very successful journey. There might be a very successful transitioning phase from one to another, a successful move, or a direction that you're moving into now is the direction of happiness. So we can see very beautiful energies connected to the relationship and the person here, even though there is a karmic situation or some sort of burden. Let's continue a little bit more here. Let's see, what else do we have? So we see the improvement, news coming in, important messages coming in, helping to improve a situation. It's a love relationship. There is going to be some sort of surprise, maybe some sort of offer as well. We do have, however, and it's interesting because we said this already earlier, that there is some sort of conflict, and maybe there could have been some sort of change that has been difficult, or maybe even blocked. So there could have been delays because of a blocked change, maybe a change that just didn't really move forward, and therefore there have been delays that caused reoccurring conflict or problems. And what we see here is that there has been some sort of cut. So there is communication connected to a relationship, connected to making a clean cut, to ending something, maybe even withdrawing from something. A clean cut could also be connected to something very official. So the tower can stand for the government or bureaucracy. So something here could be connected to communication, to certain offices, bureaucracy, which is about a cut. And then we do see that there's some sort of offer here, something that is being given. There could be communication with an ex-partner, especially when we see this here. This could be an ex-partner connected to relationships, and this can talk about a divorce or a separation. So out of communication with an ex, with a chapter that is basically already closed or supposedly closed, ended, there might be some sort of offer that is going to make you happy in some shape or form. So things can clear definitely now in the future. looking at love because it's directly next to it. In your house of love, it's basically your house of the heart. So everything that is dear to your heart, your passion, your love life. We do see a new beginning or a child in the next month. It might refer to a new chapter, or that there is some sort of new energy with a big potential. So connected to your love life. If this is not a new beginning, new chapter, there's definitely some sort of new potential. Again, we do see a relationship here connected to love. We see a very strong love, very protective love. There might be some sort of advice that you receive connected to some conflict here that is connected to your love life or your passion. It might, so with the tower next to it, the tower can talk about isolation, being alone, or a withdrawal. So maybe somebody is withdrawing, which could cause some sort of conflict, or this is something, if this is related to an ex-partner, then going through some sort of separation, divorce, or very legal, official situations. There could be some sort of surprise that comes up, or something that is being offered, but it brings in some sort of conflict. So while we do have very good energies here, on the one hand, we also see influences here that tell me that in your love life or in your relationship life in general, there are also difficulties. Though I do see that they are going to be resolved, and I do see that in the future, like, you're moving into improvement, you're moving into something that is going to be happy and successful for you. But I do see a couple of things here where it might simply be about a cleaning up process. So the whip can also, very often in Lenormand, there is a whip and rods on the cards. On this card, there's just the whip. So this is more like the energy of guilt, that or conflict and guilt being present in your love life. On the other hand, if you have the rods on this card as well, it's also about a cleaning up process. So maybe there's some sort of advice that is being given to you that is helping you to clean something up connected to your love life. Connected to love, these are the energies we see here as well. Something might feel very stable and secure. Something is going to open up now. For some of you, this can literally talk about you love your work, you love your home, but you also love something connected to the public and events. Like I said, the love card can talk about everything that you love. Or it can talk about the things that are happening in love. So, yeah. I do feel like you are feeling at home in your love life. There's a good foundation, but also an openness. And definitely it gives you stability. All right, let's move a little bit further. Since we already had business and work, and I said it basically straight away, that it feels like you're working on something, or you are very focused on work. There's a lot of communication connected to work. It might mean that you work a lot, but also I see that you love what you do for work. You might work with people in foreign countries, people who are not where you are. It could mean that you work with journeys, could have something to do with faraway lands, with traveling, some sort of journeys, or it might mean that you are in some sort of transitioning phase connected to your business. But I also feel, since there is not only the ship but also the fish, things are flowing now, even though there have been delays, and I feel like the delays have been nagging on you, but I feel like things are moving now a little bit more in a flow. Delays could have been connected to some sort of knowledge, maybe a course, a training, and education that you wanted to do or wanted to give. So There could be some sort of delays and complication. Maybe there has been an important piece of knowledge delayed for you. And this knowledge in the end is going to lead you to make some sort of important decision, which is then again bringing for you personally or in your business some sort of improvement. You might receive help. This help might be from another woman. Let me just see what else. You might work in public, or you have something to do with the public. Also, you might work from home, or what you do for work might mean that you feel very at home with your work and with your business, and you also have a good foundation here. But I also feel like something connected to the public or being in public, or something maybe even connected to a certain group, there is something where you worry. It could be your work environment where there is something where you worry about something. For some of you, this could talk about worry connected to finances. Curse the Fish again is the card for finances. And I also see that there's worry connected to finances because there is some sort of decision. Some sort of decision that is not only connected to finances but also to your business, and it gives you a bit of stress and nervousness because you wonder, is this right? Is this wrong? Is this the right strategy? And I feel like you're worrying about the next step. And like I said, maybe you're receiving some sort of help from another woman. Some sort of knowledge connected to business and finances from another woman. And then again, worry, is this right? Is this wrong? It's stressing me out. What is the right choice? And I do see there's a change in the, I was just about to say the near future. I would say this is happening now within this month. There's some sort of change. It's going to be a new chapter, a new beginning, and it's going to be a solution for things to be a little bit easier for you, or for some sort of improvement. We also see financial advice here. Maybe you receive financial advice helping you to balance your finances. But then again, we have stress and nervousness connected to it, or maybe a lot of communication. So there could be maybe with a financial advisor or somebody who gives you advice in general. There could be a lot of communication connected to finances. In general, I do see there's prosperity for you, or there's growth. There are strong finances, and also, like I said, something that is being balanced out now. All right, let's have a look. What else? Did we already? No, we didn't. I don't think. Well, let's go to this area, because we do have finances here. Finances, nervousness, and we do have the foundation. So since it's still connected to finances, but now these are the cards that are surrounding you. And I don't think we have interpreted those three cards above you. We have done it here. So I see you're making a choice, and this choice is going to bring in an improvement. Also, there's 22, there's 2. This always tells me you're on the right path. Whatever information you have received, it's the key. This knowledge is key for making an informed decision that is going to improve something in your life. This might connect to work or to finances, but it can also connect to your relationship and to your home life. So what I see here is that while you are stressed out because of your finances, you do have a good foundation, and something is going to improve here. So I do feel like you're going to make the right decision. Okay, so I do think we are through now with everything. I do hope this reading helped you to gain some clarity. If so, please leave a like, a comment, or subscribe to the channel, and I'm looking forward to see you guys next time.